Welcome to the deep dive. Ready to explore something pretty cool? We're going deep on prompt engineering today.
Definitely cool.
You know, AI is kind of blowing up everywhere, right?
Yeah, it's everywhere you look now.
Well, this is like the secret decoder ring.
Yeah.
It's how you talk to the AI and get it to do really amazing things.
Exactly.
So we'll break down some really cool stuff like how to write way better prompts for ChatGPT.
Oh, yeah.
How to not fall into the common traps that people make,
Mm-hmm.
and even some like ninja level techniques.
Yeah, you'll be like a prompt engineer pro by the end of this.
Awesome. So to start off, what is prompt engineering really?
So it's all about giving instructions to the AI,
Okay.
but like really, really specific instructions.
Okay.
Because AI, it doesn't think like us.
Yeah, that's what makes it so tricky, I think.
Right, so we got to be super clear with it.
Makes sense.
Like think of it this way.
Okay.
If you just tell it to summarize this article,
Right.
it doesn't know what you really want.
To
Yeah, but if you say, summarize this research paper on neural networks,
Okay.
now you're talking its language.
So context is key.
Context is everything.
That makes a lot of sense.
It needs to know exactly what it's dealing with.
Like giving directions.
Exactly. The more specific, the better.
All right, so let's say I want to get good at this whole prompt engineering thing.
Right.
What are like the golden rules I should always remember?
Okay, so think of these as your essential toolkit.
I like a toolkit.
First up, clarity.
Okay.
You got to be precise, like you're programming a machine.
So no jargon.
Nope, straight to the point.
Got it.
Then we have specificity.
Okay.
Tell the AI exactly what you want. The length, the format, the style. Like
Yeah.
if you want a 300-word blog post with a casual tone, you got to spell it out.
Okay, so if I was like analyzing customer data from my business,
Right.
I could say like, give me the key insights and bullet points and format it for a spreadsheet.
Exactly. And you can even get specific with the format like asking for JSON. It's a way to structure data, so it's ready to use.
Handy.
Super handy.
Okay, so we've got clarity, specificity. What's next?
Context.
Ah,
AI has a ton of knowledge,
right.
but you have the specific situation.
I see.
So instead of just saying write a poem,
Yeah.
you could say write a poem about the challenges of prompt engineering in the style of Maya Angelou.
Oh, that's way cooler.
Right.
Yeah, way cooler than just a generic poem.
Much more interesting.
Okay, so context is huge.
Huge. Keep it concise.
Short and sweet.
Yep. Too much info overwhelms the AI.
Right, like trying to cram a whole textbook into one sentence.
Exactly.
Got it.
And finally, the last golden rule is iterative refinement.
Iterative refinement.
You're not going to be a master overnight.
Makes sense.
It takes practice.
So like any skill.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
get better over time by tweaking your prompts.
So it's a journey.
A journey of continuous improvement.
I like that.
It's all about experimenting and finding what works.
Awesome. So we've built our toolkit.
We're ready to roll.
Now let's talk about the different types of prompts.
All right.
It's like choosing the right tool for the job, right?
You got it. Different prompts for different goals.
Okay. So what are some of the most common types?
Well, you've got a few options for how to communicate with the AI. You can give it direct instructions, ask questions, or even give it a specific role to play.
A role. Like telling it to pretend to be a chef or something.
Exactly. That's called role-based prompting. It's super powerful for creativity.
Oh, I like where this is going.
We'll dive into that more later.
Okay.
But let's start with the most basic type, direct instruction.
All right, break it down for me. What's direct instruction all about?
So with direct instruction, you're basically giving the AI a clear command.
Okay.
Like you could say, write a limerick about a robot learning prompt engineering.
So no beating around the bush.
Nope, straight to the point.
Straight to the point. I like it.
It's like you're saying, hey, AI, I need this done. Make it happen.
Okay, so pretty straightforward.
Yeah, exactly. Now, what if you're looking for information?
Okay.
That's where question-based prompts come in.
Interesting.
It's like having a chat with like a super smart search engine.
Oh, I like that.
So instead of just typing keywords,
Right.
you ask a full-on question.
Okay.
Like, what are the main differences between machine learning and deep learning?
So it's like I'm actually interviewing the AI.
Exactly. And you usually get way better answers than just Googling it.
Makes so much more targeted.
Right. Now, remember that role-based prompting we talked about?
Yeah, the AI pretending to be something else.
That's the one. This is where it gets really fun.
Okay, lay it on me.
You could tell it. You're a world-famous chef. Create a 3-course menu with AI-inspired dishes.
Whoa, so I could use this to get creative stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
Like poems, scripts, even music.
You got it.
Oh.
It adds this whole other level of creativity.
That's powerful stuff.
It is. And then we have few-shot and zero-shot prompting.
Okay, that is so kind of technical.
They are a little bit.
What are they all about?
So basically, it's about teaching the AI with examples.
Okay, I'm listening.
Let's say you want the AI to translate something into Spanish.
Okay.
Zero-shot prompting would be just saying, translate prompt engineering is awesome into Spanish.
Okay. Straightforward enough.
Right. But with few-shot prompting, you give it a couple examples first.
Like what?
You'd say, cat is gato in Spanish. Dog is perro in Spanish. Now, translate. Prompt engineering is awesome.
Ah, so it's like giving the AI a little cheat sheet.
Exactly. It helps it understand the task, especially for tougher ones.
Makes sense. So it's not totally lost.
Right. All right, you ready for the big leagues?
The big leagues.
We're talking advanced techniques now.
Oh, yeah. Bring on the secret ninja stuff.
All right, let's do it first. A chain of thought prompting.
Chain of thought.
Yeah, so this is where we make the AI show its work.
Like explain its reasoning.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of just spitting out an answer,
Right.
it breaks it down step by step.
So we can see the logic behind it.
Yep, make sure it's not just making stuff up.
That's really helpful for complex stuff.
For sure. Then we have self-consistency decoding.
Okay, another fancy name.
It is, but it's a cool technique.
What's it all about?
So basically, we ask the AI to give multiple responses to the same prompt.
And then what?
Then we compare them.
Oh, so it's like the AI double-checking itself.
You got it. Helps weed out any inconsistencies.
So the results are more reliable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And finally, we have reinforcement prompting.
This is the cutting edge stuff, right?
This is where it gets really mind-blowing.
Okay, I'm ready.
So with reinforcement prompting, the AI actually learns to critique itself.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, it gets feedback on its responses and uses that to improve.
So it's like the AI is training itself to be a better prompt engineer.
Exactly. It's constantly evolving and getting smarter.
That's wild. It's like the AI is becoming self-aware or something?
It's pretty amazing, and it has huge potential for the future.
Makes you wonder where this is all headed.
Yeah, it's exciting, but even with all these fancy techniques, you can still mess things up.
Oh, for sure. So what are some common traps to watch out for?
Well, one of the biggest mistakes is being too broad.
Like that summarize this article example.
Exactly. If you ask, tell me about the internet, it's just going to get overwhelmed.
Too much information.
Way too much, like trying to drink from a fire hose.
Okay, so be specific.
Always. And remember that context thing we talked about?
Yeah, context is key.
Well, lack of context is another big mistake.
Like if I said analyze this data, but didn't tell the AI what the data was.
Exactly. It needs to know what it's working with.
Like asking a chef to cook without telling them what ingredients you have.
Exactly. And the last common mistake is unclear formatting requests.
Ah, so like not telling it if I want a bulleted list or a paragraph.
Right. You got to be crystal clear about how you want the output.
Okay, so that's how I can avoid those giant walls of text when I just wanted a quick summary.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So there you have it. You've learned a ton about prompt engineering.
It's a lot to take in, but it's really fascinating.
It is. And remember, this is just the beginning.
Okay, so what's the most important thing for our listeners to remember?
It's really about practice. You know, the more you use it, the better you get.
So it's a skill anyone can learn.
Exactly. And there are tons of resources out there to help you.
Oh, yeah. Like what kind of stuff?
Websites, courses, even like online communities.
Cool.
People sharing tips, tricks, examples.
Sounds like a really supportive community.
It is. It's a great place to learn and share.
So for anyone feeling a little overwhelmed out there,
Yeah.
just dive in, start playing around.
Exactly. You'll be surprised how quickly you pick it up.
And as you get better, you can start trying out those advanced techniques.
Yep. You'll be a prompt engineering pro in no time.
It's kind of mind-blowing to think about all the possibilities.
It is.
Like, what if everyone could talk to AI like this?
Right. Imagine what we could achieve.
It'd be a game changer for, like, science, medicine, art,
Yeah.
everything.
Absolutely. The potential is limitless.
So here's a question for all our listeners out there.
Mm.
What do you think would be possible if everyone was a prompt engineering master?
Ooh, that's a good one. What breakthroughs could we have? What problems could we solve?
It really makes you think about the power of this stuff.
It does. It's a powerful tool.
Who knows, maybe one of our listeners will come up with the next big breakthrough in AI.
Maybe they'll invent a whole new technique or something.
It's exciting to think about.
It is. The future is wide open.
Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the world of prompt engineering.
Hope you all enjoyed it.
We covered a lot of ground today.
We did, from the basics to the really advanced stuff.
But most importantly, we hope we inspired you to explore this amazing field even further.
Yeah, go out there and become prompt engineering ninjas.
That's it for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in to The Deep Dive.
Until next time, keep exploring.